Hello? Ang aking 30 minutes ay naging 1 hour na po. Okay? So, please assign reporter po for each table. And if ever po hindi pa talaga natapos yung cluster A, we will be conducting an online coaching for the team. And hopefully yung commitment with that sa inyo po ay makuha namin. At also, kung may time pa tayo later, kasi po ang aim natin is madaanan natin yung 3 clusters. Pwede dating balikan po. Then, right now po kasi we maximize na andito si Doc GP na makapagbigay po ng feedback and recommendation sa ating planning. So, pwede po ba pwede po bang maghinay-hinay na at mag-prepare sa pag-report? And also po, sa mga nagre-remain po sa table, later po kapag may mga recommendations, may questions, clarifications ang ating panel, tulungan po natin yung nagre-report. Okay po? Sige?
Paano ba sino mauna? Kami na lang po.
Ay, sige, una ang Karamuran. Nagvolonturo ang Karamuran. Next po, para ano natin, para tuloy-tuloy. Pandan, okay. Next. Virac, then last is province. Okay, sige po ma'am. Ay, nasa ano lang ma'am, no? Nasa Google Sheet. Okay, wait lang po.
Downloaded. Pero kay ma'am, nasa Google Sheets. Okay. Sige, sakit ang ma'am. Ano makakasigit kasi. Hindi ako nakakasunta. Sige.
Sa gitang mga hindi pala na maka-access dito.
Okay lang ba para tuloy-tuloy?
Wait lang ma, kasi 1 minute. Oo.
Okay, good afternoon po everyone. I'm going to present to you the output for the Integrated Human Development Plan of Karamuran. So bali po, based on our gaps, 5 out of 79 lang po ang nakaya ng time. Sabi ko kung yung 79 ay gagawin po namin, baka abutin po tayo next week. Ano po? So ito po yung nakayanan po namin. So bali po, yung gap na na-identify po namin dito is based doon sa gap namin from the roadmap submitted. So para guided po kami on the steps na kailangan namin gawin pagdating namin sa local government unit. So for GAP, the SDC or of MDC receives the provincial SDC HD agenda and integrates the municipal level HD agenda covering all 5 programs areas with strategic priorities, cross-sectoral targets, an indicative budget envelope by sector and planning calendar aligned to the municipal AIP. So ang outcome po nito, a comprehensive and integrated HD agenda that is adapted and aligned with the provincial priorities, LGU AIP, and all 5 areas, 5 program areas. So ang strategy po namin, i-revisit yung composition ng MDC and the SDC, convene the SDC to review the provincial HD agenda, conduct multi-sectoral planning and consultation workshop, integrate HD priorities, targets, and budget into the municipal development plan. And 4, establish an annual planning calendar with the provincial planning cycle. So for the PPAs po, conduct municipal human development planning workshop, convene the SDC meeting for HD integration, prepare and adopt municipal HD agenda, integrate HD priorities into AIP, and HDA sectoral plan in HD budget and implementation calendar. So ang lead government body is the SDC, the lead implementing department is the MPDO, collaborating unit, the SDC, MDC, local health board, MDRM, CMNC, LCPC, LCCAT, LYDC, GAD focal point, and the budget sa mayor's office. So for the calendar, sabi namin kay ma'am kanina, hindi pa po kami maka-input ng timeline considering na ito po ay nakabase or nakadependent sa provincial human development plan. So kasi po ito ay integration of the provincial HD to the municipal plan. Next po, the municipal HD agenda is formally transmitted to the governance body for integration into their respective municipal sectoral plan. So ang outcome po nito, the municipal local special bodies and the barangay development councils integrate the HD agenda into their respective plan and ensuring coordinated implementations. So ang strategies po natin ito para ma-achieve po natin yung ating outcome is to conduct orientation and technical assistance on the HD agenda integration. Kasama po dito yung mga members ng mga local special bodies and barangays. Kasi po, para ma-integrate po, including the barangay level. And conduct orientation session for the local special bodies, provide technical assistance during the planning process, and conduct monitoring and evaluation. So ang lead governing body po dito is the SDC Technical Working Group. For the lead department po, MPDO, and collaborating unit, ito po yung mga local special bodies, including the barangay. So ang budget po, MO. Andito yung representative ng MO. And the SDC reviews at least annually whether HD component made it through the cascade. So ang outcome po, standardized annual review of HD integration is fully implemented. There are clear tracking of the HD priorities. So kumbaga talagang monitored na po yung mga implementation ng human development programs. So dito po ang PPA po natin is the annual HD integration review. So this will be conducted regularly. And lead po dito is the SDC MDC, lead department MPDO, collaborating unit MDC, SDC, and the budget po is MO. Discrepancy between HD agenda and what appeared in sectoral plan, AIP, barangay implementation are documented and addressed. So, ang outcome po dito, gaps in the HD agenda implementations are identified, documented, and resolved through appropriate corrective action. So, ang strategy po nito, strengthen yung feedback mechanism, coordination, and corrective actions among responsible office and governance bodies. So, ang PPAs po natin dito, conduct review meeting on the identified gaps, prepare SDC resolution or recommendations on corrective actions, issue feedback and action memos to the concerned offices. So, nag-skip po kami dito sa sectoral bodies. Report to the SDC at least annually. So, all required sectoral bodies or the local special bodies shall submit the complete timely progress report to the SDC every year. So, with this po, mamamonitor po natin yung implementation ng mga human development plans. So, ang strategy po natin dito is to issue a memorandum setting the clear deadlines, standard report formats, and required contents, review submitted reports, feedbacks, and follow-up on the submitted reports, the PPAs, issuance of reporting guidelines and schedules, the feedback and follow-up mechanism. So, ang lead po dito, SDC, Department, MPDO, collaborating MDC, SDC, Budget, MO. So, yan lang po ang nakayanan ng aming pong team for the our integrated plan. Thank you.
Okay?
Okay, Doc? Okay. Okay, sige.
Anyway, thank you for the presentation. No? Particularly yung pagsama nyo ng barangay, no, sa process. Hindi natin masyadong napag-usapan yan, no? But definitely the inclusion of the barangays is a good thing. However, depende sa dami ng barangay, you might want to focus on if you have pre-identified yung target barangays where you have
Yung may mataas na
issues. Yeah. Adolescent pregnancies are high, malnutrition, food insecurity, if you can identify them. I also noted na mayroon kayong, may sinabi ka kanina, you will wait for the province to come up with a plan as with their priorities. Ang problema lang, this is the first time we are all doing it. So, baka mas maganda bottoms up. Ibig sabihin, kayo ang gumawa ng inyong priorities based on your human development needs. And let the province come in with what they have. Or, after, baka sa year 2, may possible na input na yung province if you're able to relate to them kung ano yung needs ninyo. Kasi, I think, our role ng province is to top up, to add on to what you cannot provide. So, if you do it the first time, bottoms up, and after implementation of 1 year, mas alam na ninyo kung anong potential na mako. So, don't wait for the province na lang. I also noted, hindi nyo binanggit kung how you will use population-based information. Whether you will ask the different sectors to use a common database. No? Of course, may bawat sector may kanya-kanya, di ba? Kanya-kanyang admin data, etc. But you might have your own. For example, everyone should use CBMS data, or everyone should use the information from the civil registrar ninyo, local, lalo na ang health, lagi may issue about, yung pinag-usapan natin the other day about targets ng population, whether you will use your actual population data or mga projection galing sa card. So sana may ganun kayong guidelines so that you're all starting from the same page. Also, I'd like to add na kung pwede, wag annual ang review. Not quarterly naman, siguro semestral, para you give everyone time to implement. But if you can do it in mid-year, tama ba? Fiscal, ang calendar year natin ay January to December. So mga June, if you can do or July, mid-year review. And so you can make corrections then or supplement activities or yung hindi nagmo-move na projects, PPAs, wag na nyo ituloy or i-modify. But if you do kasi the review at the end of the year, baka maraming masayang na resources, di ba? It's better to do it early so you can adjust your... napapansin ko naman, every November, December, napaka-busy natin, di ba? Dahil yung mga hindi na-implement na PPAs, biglang hinahabol. But if you do your review earlier, baka ma-reduce yung number ng PPAs that are falling behind. Because if you do it, yung plans right, no? So may mga quarterly targets yan, di ba? May quarter kung ano na-accomplish. So by the end of June, you will know yung mga hindi na talaga magagawa by the end of the year. So you might have to modify those. Kung end of the year mo gawin, wala ka ng elbow room. Tapos of course, yung timeline with the budget calendar. Hindi pa naman yung pinifill up, no? At yung budget sources that might come out later. Ang mahalaga dyan sa timeline, if you can have some of this done before October, kaya pa ba? Hindi ko alam kung gaano ka-stricto yung inyong finance committee kung makakasingit pa kayo sa AIP. Kasi usually ang AIP approved na first quarter, di ba? And you cannot do anything kung wala siya sa AIP for the coming year. So, hopefully, may flexibility kayo. But if your AIP cannot be changed, baka internally within the PPAs, pwede kayong mag-tweak ng konti to achieve yung convergence, yung within the PPAs that you do. So, okay naman to. So, I hope meron tayong result by next year. Thank you. Barangay elections pala, no? Makakagulo ba yun?
Okay, thank you, Doc GP. Thank you po for the Municipality of Caramoran. For next po is from Municipality of Pandan. Okay, ma'am. Kayo po. Yes po. Sil? Ay, ito po ba? Sige. Go ahead. Sino po magre-report? Sige po. Okay, good afternoon po. So ito po yung sa Pandan, yung vision po namin is a healthy, inclusive, resilient, and gender-responsive municipality of Pandan where every Pandanano enjoys equitable access to quality health services, including sexual and reproductive health, protected from gender-based violence, and where population and development are harmonized to achieve sustainable development and a life of dignity through moral and accountable leadership. Yung na-identify po namin na gap is yung result po dun sa activity natin kahapon dun sa iceberg po. Kasi may mga reports na po sa ating MHO, yung mga teachers na marami nga daw po ng bata dun sa Pandan na may learning difficulties. So yung na-identify po namin na gap is no specific program to address the problem of children with learning difficulties. So ang outcome po namin doon is improved learning outcomes, psychosocial development, and inclusive education. Our strategy is to develop and institutionalize a local intervention program for children with learning
difficulties kasi wala pa po nang na-institutionalize na program na. Yung PPA is to establish learning support and early intervention program, screening, assessment, parent education, kasi di ba po, kumbaga wala pang awareness and wala pang literacy yung mga magulang pagdating po sa kanilang mga anak kasi yung iba po is in denial naman. Yun po yung screening assessment, parent education, teacher capacity building kasi kulang nga po yung teacher na capacity po na mag-teach sa mga bata na with learning difficulties. It is led by yung governing body is LGU, yun po RHU, MSWDO, and DepEd. Collaborating unit or stakeholders po, RHU, ECC, the Council, PDAO, NGO, siyan po na ZFF, UNFPA, and Simon of Cyrene, Parents Association po natin. And yung fund, LGU fund, DSWD, DepEd. Timeline po natin is 2026 to 2028. So, ang next gap po is no information system on children with learning difficulties. So, as of now, wala po tayo ng pinaka-baseline data po talaga. More on reports lang ng mga teachers, pero yung pinaka-data po ng mga bata ngayon is wala pa po. So, ang outcome po natin is to have a functional database and improved case management. Strategies po, establish a centralized monitoring and referral system. So, sana magkaroon po ng magandang referral pathways. And PPAs, develop learning difficulties registry and referral tracking system. Ayun po, yung governing body is LGU, RHU, MSWDO, DepEd, RHU, and yung sa barangays, and LGU fund, ang timeline din po is 2026. Ayun po, so the next, yung third gap is low food security resulting to malnutrition. Kasi baka nga po, dahil sa malnutrition, kaya meron din ng learning difficulties yung ating mga bata. Reduced prevalence of child malnutrition. Strengthen nutrition-sensitive and food security interventions. Supplemental feeding sa pamamagitan po ng supplemental feeding, community gardens, nutrition education, and livelihood support. Ayan po yung LGU again, MSWDO, MHO, barangays, DepEd, DSWD, LGU Fund, DSWD, and DOH. 2026 to 2028 po yung ating timeline. And the fourth one is to have, SNED is mainstream to regular classes due to limited SNED teachers. Ano nga po, ma'am, yung N? Dati po kasi is SPED, ngayon is SNED. Special needs po pala yun. So yun, na mainstream na po sila sa regular classes kasi nga po, limited yung atong SNED teachers. So, ayan po, magkaroon. Yung outcome is to increase access to quality, inclusive education. Advocate for additional SPED or SNED teachers and strengthen inclusive education. So, kailangan po natin ng capacity building, teacher training, hiring or assignment advocacy, and provision of assistive learning materials. So, sino po ba yung doon? Governing body. Yan po, DepEd, LGU again, MSWDO, PDAO, tsaka yung parents. Yung, po natin is DepEd, LGU, yung ZFF, and UNFPA, 2026 to 2028 po yung ating timeline. And the last one, ayan po, weak newborn screening due to hospital requirements, increased newborn screening coverage, and early detection of disorders. Kasi nga po, baka isa pa din dun sa result ng mga bata with learning difficulties, baka po
And UNFPA partners, next po na magre-react.
Thank you. Ang maganda sa ginawa ng Pandan, mukhang yung the problem you have identified, mukhang very interconnected ang mga interventions. It seems to address all of that. No? And if you look at it, though, pagka yung some of your objectives, kung ilalagay ninyo na outcome, magandang outcome, you cannot achieve that in 1 year kasi that's an outcome. I'm not sure even in 3 years, no? But I would, kasi you want to have a registry para ma-establish yung burden siguro of learning difficulty in the population. But do you have the diagnostic tools to identify? Because to come up with a registry, you have to have a diagnostic tool. Is there an existing tool to use to apply to the learners para malaman kung sino may learning difficulty? Do you need expertise to do that? Kasi baka hindi, kasi kung gumawa kayo ng registry without the proper diagnostic tool, baka magkaroon lang kayo ng problem. You might be overestimating or underestimating. You do not know. So maybe for this program, parang look at the foundations for such a program first. Like identifying yung diagnostic tool, applying it, and making the registry, and then institutionalizing some interventions. No? So look at what you need to support the program rather than going directly into interventions. Yung food security rin, of course, we know there's a link sa cognitive development. Pero remember, it's within the first 2 years, di ba? Yung interventions yung first 1,000 days. If you apply it to learners, wala na, tapos na yung first 1,000 days. No, so, but it's good you're looking at food security. Again, for food security, you might want to build the basis for identifying food insecurity in the community. And you can, just looking at the household data kasi, from the expanded National Nutrition Survey, they have already come up with some indicators of food insecurity. For example, a large household with 12 or more members, a household with a pregnant woman, a household with a large number of children under 12, adolescent pregnancy in a household, the presence of seniors in the household. No, yung mga ganon, you can maybe you can already use that to set up the foundation for a program. So just again, think about, kasi you never had a food security program, di ba? You've never had it. Maraming, kasi this is, kasi usually diretso sa socio-economic activities, mga ayuda, pero we're not looking at the entire population. Sa food security, you might want to identify sino talaga sa population ang may food insecurity. Using some of these tools and using CBMS. Tapos yung isa nyo, access to quality education in general, also to address learning difficulty. But when you talk about hiring personnel, hindi naman yung trabaho ng LGU. DepEd ang nag-hire. If you put it in your work plan, hindi nyo magagawa yun. So, parang you should change it to something else, no? Through the local school board siguro, ma-influence yung hiring, But don't put there anything na beyond your control. Matatalo rin kayo. So, and of course, in newborn screening, again, it's possible na it's linked to learning disability. But again, by the time you implement your registry, baka ilan na yun? 5 years old na yun. So, baka hindi ganun kalinaw ang link ng newborn screening. Ngayon, overall, sana you use the SDC, yung big SDC, Municipal Development Council pa nga, to identify what are the human development problems. Sa akin, it's okay to focus on this if this is perceived by the community. I-clear lang natin sa community. The community might have a bigger problem in mind. Poverty, for example. Kasi medyo malayo yung link ng learning disability to poverty. You don't even know the numbers yet. No? So, baka lang you need to identify with the broader community kung ano yung major issues in human development. So, I would think dapat may consultation with the community and the MDC, for example, para dito. Of course, that means you also have to identify all the problems. Kasi if you just put up one problem, edi yun na yung pipiliin. But if you have the list of human development issues, at least may option yung community to pick one. And I would think yung mga different departments might also have their own priorities. So, pwede yung SDC mag-focus on what are the major issues per sector, per department, no? And mag-agree kayo, sige, paano tayo magtutulungan dito, present to the bigger body, and then get their approval. So, you can present this, you can present other problems. Ang mahalaga, may consultation. And then, siyempre, on board ang sanggunian at si Mayor. Yun lang. So, you can improve this and siguro, things can get better. Pero foundation muna. Thank you.
Cindy, pwede mag-additional lang?
Okay, go.
See, I think siguro, idagdag ko lang din po, dun sa gaps with about the children disability, I think siguro dun sa training for our development workers, child development workers. Kasi unang-una, nung nasa dating NGO ako, we have a project or program na prevention, early intervention for disabilities, disorder, and delays, which is nasa DSWD siya. Ang age bracket niya ay 0 to 5 years old kasi yun ang pinaka-crucial development stage ng bata. Baka matingnan din siguro natin sa LGU na pwede matrain sana ang ating daycare workers para doon sa identifying ng checklist record 1 and 2. Kasi doon pa lang, bawat indicators, makikita doon. May age po kasi tama. May age doon, tapos papagawa mo doon sa bata kung anong dapat gawin. So once hindi magawa ng bata, automatically, magkakaroon siya ng revalidation after ilang months ba yun? 6 months yata rin. 3 months? 3 months. So if persistent na sige-sige siya na hindi na siya Yes, So mas probably, baka possible siya na ma-detect natin na ang bata ay may disability, disorder, or delay. And that's the time that we have to seek with our partner, mag-WHO, kung kailangan magkaroon ng diagnosis or assessment dun sa bata. Pero if ever na hindi kaya ni doktora, and that's the time na mapupunta na tayo sa province for the pag-check up na sa ating mga specialization. Wala po sa province. Okay. Kasi in Region 8, isa lang din po si Doktora Palami. So yun lang po. Yan, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Arman. Meron pa po? Reactions, recommendations? Wala na? Ako po last, as M&E lens lang po. Clustering lang po siguro because right now we are more on governance. Po, di ba? Siguro ika-cluster lang kasi ang nakikita ko, it's more on services. Siya, tama. And the others can be in cluster B, supplies din po. Nag-clustering lang. Para at least nakikita natin ano yung mga kailangan natin gawin. Una, na mas important, kasi po sa practicum 1, di ba, governance, kailangan hindi po tayo makapagbigay ng interventions kung walang budget, walang policies. Diba po? Okay, so yun na po, wala na po? Okay na, sige. Ay, meron po ba? Sa province pa? Wala? Okay. Next is from Municipality of Vera.
Good afternoon. So the vision, we have that a resilient and inclusive municipality of Verac where every Veracton is healthy, empowered, safe, disaster ready, and enjoys equitable opportunities through quality reproductive health, youth empowerment, gender equality, and sustainable population and development. So for our report po, we have actually summarized the three composition yung naka-blocks po. For block 1, which composed of the functional SDC, of the MDC, the functional MHB for the human development, functional MCAT, WOWC for human development. So those 1 to 9 po na functional Municipal Development Committee, we have summarized it into the blocks. So for the gap in block 1, we identified the lack of definite guidelines or policy in the shared responsibilities. And for the outcome, it is unclear implementation of rules and responsibilities. The strategies that we put is that to develop and institutionalize policies for PPA, draft and approved policy or resolution. The lead government body, the LGU Verac, lead unit, the mayor's office, the SB, the MPDO as secretariat. In collaboration with the DILG and CSOs, and for the budget source, so we have the general fund for the timeline, third quarter of the preceding year. So this is actually more on sa governance po. So as we can see, for the lack of definite guidelines on the policy and the shared responsibility, we have actually the MDC, but then again, the guidelines for the or policy for the shared responsibilities is not actually hindi po siya clear. We have the guidelines for the DILG that parang nagbibigay po ng parang directive to have a municipal development committee. However, yung shared responsibilities po ng kada members ng MDC is not actually clear. So yan po yung sa block 1 natin. So the second one is yung sa gap po sa block 2, which composed of the integration of human development into the mandatory municipal LGU plans, the allocation of human development PPAs from legislated municipal funding source, the population-based budgeting and HDI proxy, and the transability of HDPPAs. So the same po, we also summarizes the the gaps for that for this integrated plan and budget, which is the block 2. So the gap is the SIWAR in the program and budget allocation. So for the outcome, we put the inadequate distribution of available resource or the under allocation and funds allocation. So for the strategies, we put the strengthened evidence-based planning and budgeting for PPA's planning and budgeting workshop, the lead government LGU VERAC, for the lead unit department MO, MPDO, MEO, the collaborating unit stakeholders, the LG municipal offices, and for the fund source, general fund, and second, it will be, the timeline will be implemented on the second quarter of the preceding year. So for the block 3 naman po, which is the M&E. So we summarize the gap into multifunctional committee composition. So for the outcome, ineffective committee composition is strategies, strengthen committee structure, PPA draft committee structure, process functions and responsibilities, the government LGU, the unit department MO. So collaborating stakeholders, the LG municipal offices, budget source, general fund, the timeline, fourth quarter of the preceding year. So actually this gap for the monitoring and evaluation is actually yung multifunctional committee means that yung mga roles of the members of the committee, of the sectoral committee actually is actually also the members of the different sectoral committee. So yun po yung medyo gap po doon sa governance po natin sa LGU VERAC po. So yun lang po, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you po. So, sino pong gustong mauna?
For any reaction, recommendations?
I think maganda yung vision ng VERAC. Because you mentioned, kasi population-based yung vision yan. You put there the bawat taga VERAC. VERAC nun. No? It's your aim to benefit everyone in VERAC. Hindi yung specific sectoral or group lang. So I think that's a good thing. And that should be followed up by having population-based